Welcome back to Old Coin Spot, where we uncover the hidden stories and surprising values behind some of Europe's most fascinating treasures. In today's video, we're diving into the world of the European 10 euro cent coin, a small yet beautifully crafted piece that holds far more significance than most people realize. Whether you're a passionate collector or just curious about the worth of that golden coin in your drawer, this story will reveal why certain 10 euro cent coins have become highly desirable among collectors, and how their rarity can turn an ordinary piece of change into a valuable collectible worth thousands. First coin. Among the vast and often uniform sea of modern European coinage, the French 10 euro cent coin from the year 2000 stands as a legendary and paradoxical figure. While millions of its siblings entered circulation without a second glance, a specific, ultra-rare variety of this coin has become one of the most coveted and expensive modern numismatic treasures. Its appeal lies not in ancient history or precious metal content, but in a profound and fascinating minting error that created a ghost-like duplicate of its central design. For specialists in modern errors and French coinage, acquiring this piece represents the pinnacle of the hobby, a chase for a coin that defies its own mass-produced nature and commands astonishing prices in the collector market, often sparking fierce bidding wars when an example surfaces. The historical context of this coin is inextricably linked to the monumental introduction of the physical euro currency. The year 2000 was a preparatory period, with member nations minting vast quantities of their respective national designs in anticipation of the cash changeover in January 2002. The French Mint, or Monnaie de Paris, was operating at an immense capacity to produce the required volume. It was within this high-pressure, high-volume environment that the errors occurred. The coin does not commemorate a specific person or event. Rather, its significance is born from the machinery and processes of its creation. The sword, designed by Laurent Jorlot, an artistic representation of a recurring French national symbol, was destined to be a common sight, yet a minute number were struck in a way that forever separated them from the rest. What makes this coin exceptionally valuable is a specific and dramatic striking error known as a double impression or brockage. On the obverse, the iconic portrait of Marion, the personification of the French Republic, appears normally. However, the reverse, which should feature the modern map of Europe, is dramatically transformed. Instead of a single, clear map, the surface shows a heavily distorted, overlapping double image of the map and the denomination. This occurs when a previously struck coin fails to eject from the press and becomes a die cap, impressing its own design onto the planchet of the next coin before the new die strikes it. The result is a mesmerizing, chaotic, and visually striking error that is impossible to replicate outside the minting process. In high-grade conditions, every distorted detail of this dual image is sharply defined, adding to its visual impact and value. The rarity of this specific 2010 cent double impression error cannot be overstated. While official mintage figures for error coins are never published, numismatic consensus, based on years of market observation and population reports from grading services, suggests that only a handful of authentic examples are known to exist. Perhaps only a dozen or so specimens have been professionally certified and are accounted for in private collections. This extreme scarcity is the primary engine of its value. Condition is paramount. Examples that have been preserved in mint state, showing no signs of circulation, and with the full detail of the error evident, represent the absolute peak for collectors. A single grade point difference on the Sheldon scale can translate to a difference of thousands of dollars in market value. The market value for a certified high-grade example of this error is firmly in the realm of four figures, reflecting its status as a trophy piece. Realized prices at major international auctions have consistently ranged from approximately $2,800 for a lower-end mint state example to over $4,500 for a superb gem-quality specimen, graded MS-65 or higher. Private sales between knowledgeable collectors often occur within this range as well. The value is driven by the perfect storm of being a dramatic error on a modern, widely recognized coin from a major European nation with an almost mythical level of scarcity. Unlike ancient coins whose values can fluctuate, the market for this specific error has shown a steady and impressive appreciation over the past decade as more collectors enter the modern error niche. For any collector aspiring to own this coin, vigilance and verification are the only paths to success. The first and most critical step is to insist on examples that have been encapsulated and authenticated by a top-tier grading service such as PCGS or NGC. Their designation will explicitly state double impression or brockage on the holder, confirming the error's authenticity and protecting against the sophisticated counterfeits that inevitably target such valuable modern coins. Acquiring such a piece is not a matter of searching through pocket change, but requires active monitoring of major numismatic auction houses and building relationships with specialized dealers in modern European coinage or error specialists. Given its value, secure storage, such as a quality safe or a safety deposit box, is a necessary consideration once acquired. In conclusion, the French 2010 euro-cent double impression error is far more than a piece of currency. It is a numismatic masterpiece of misfortune. It encapsulates a fleeting moment of mechanical failure during one of Europe's most significant monetary transitions, frozen in metal for eternity. Its appeal is multifaceted, combining the clean, modern aesthetics of the Euro series with the raw, unpredictable beauty of a major mint error. For the advanced collector, it represents a supreme achievement, a centerpiece of any specialized collection of modern coins or errors, with a proven track record as a solid and appreciating store of value. Its legend only grows with each passing year, securing its place in the annals of 21st century numismatics. Next coin. This is a 10 euro cent coin from Spain, minted in 2003, and despite its dirty and aged condition, it holds an incredible story of value, history, and rarity. While most people overlook these small copper-toned coins as simple pocket change, collectors know better. This Spanish coin has earned its place among the most intriguing euro issues, not only because of its distinct design, but also due to the limited number that survive today in collectible condition. Beneath its worn surface lies a legacy of craftsmanship and cultural pride that makes it stand out from ordinary coins of its type. The year 2003 marked a period of steady transition for the euro currency, which had only recently replaced national currencies across Europe. Spain, one of the early adopters of the euro, produced millions of coins to stabilize circulation within its growing economy. However, not every minting batch was identical. Minor differences in die pressure, planchet quality, and striking depth led to unique variations. Some coins from this year even displayed misalignment or slightly doubled details on the obverse, adding layers of interest for numismatists. Over time, the Spanish 10 euro cent coin from this era became an important symbol of the country's early euro-era identity. On the obverse side, the 2003 Spanish 10 euro cent coin proudly features the effigy of King Juan Carlos I, surrounded by 12 stars representing the European Union. The king's portrait is deeply engraved, showing the skill and precision of Spanish minting artisans. On the reverse side, designed by Luke Lykex, the European map stretches elegantly, showing the unity of the continent under one currency. The warm, gold-like tone of the Nordic gold alloy used gives this coin its distinct luster, which can appear more reddish or dull depending on wear. Even in a dirty state, the detailing, especially around the king's profile and the year mark, remains a captivating sight for collectors. Rarity plays a vital role in elevating the desirability of this coin. While millions were struck, only a small portion remain in collectible condition today, as circulation, wear, and oxidation have affected most pieces. Those found in poor yet identifiable condition, such as this dirty example, still capture collector interest because they represent authentic circulation history. Coins that survived without corrosion or heavy scratches, particularly those with visible minting errors or sharp rim edges, are even more sought after. The 2003 issue, compared to later mintings, exhibits subtle die characteristics that specialists can immediately recognize, adding another layer of distinction to this small yet significant piece of numismatic art. Collectors value this coin not only for its age, but also for its representation of early Euro-era Spain. It stands out in the Euro cent series for combining regal portraiture with the ideal of European unity, making it both a national and continental symbol. Enthusiasts admire it for its artistic precision and its place within Spain's modern coinage history. As collecting interest in early Euro coins continues to rise, these 2003 Spanish issues have become a key target for investors and historians alike. Their connection to the dawn of a new monetary era ensures their relevance for years to come. Today, depending on condition, eye appeal, and originality, the 2003 Spanish 10 cent coin can fetch impressive sums on the market. A heavily circulated, dirty example might bring around $700, while cleaner, more defined specimens can command between $1,200 and $2,400. Exceptionally preserved or error-struck examples, those with minting flaws or proof-like details, have been valued as high as $4,300 in private auctions. Its value continues to appreciate slowly, reflecting both collector demand and the growing nostalgia for the early years of the euro. Even coins found in circulation can turn out to be hidden treasures if inspected closely for unique minting traits. For collectors aiming to add this coin to their collection, the key lies in condition and originality. Always look for sharp details on the king's portrait and clean, readable lettering around the rim. Avoid coins with deep scratches or corrosion spots, as these significantly reduce value. Cleaning should be avoided. Natural patina adds authenticity and appeal. Checking local flea markets, old coin shops, and online European auctions can yield promising finds. Some collectors even suggest searching mixed euro coin lots, where undervalued pieces sometimes appear unnoticed. Keeping a good magnifier on hand and understanding grading standards will help identify potential high-value specimens. In conclusion, the Spanish 10 cent coin from 2003 may appear humble and worn, but it carries within it the story of Spain's transition into the Euro age and the craftsmanship of its minting tradition. Its historical value, distinctive design, and rarity make it a standout among early Euro issues, offering collectors both emotional and financial rewards. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned enthusiast, discovering one of these coins can feel like uncovering a piece of modern European history. Stay tuned. Up next, we'll explore another remarkable European treasure that might just be sitting unnoticed in your coin jar. Next coin. Of all the common, everyday coins that fill our pockets, few have a story as quietly compelling as the Spanish 10 cent coin from 2005. While it might look like just another piece of small change, this particular coin, especially when found in a specific state, represents a fascinating and valuable anomaly in modern European numismatics. Its appeal isn't from a dramatic error, but from a subtle and elusive variety that was produced for only a single year, making it a key date and a sleeper hit for series collectors. For those who specialize in the pan-European Euro coin series, locating this coin is a primary objective, a piece that completes a puzzle and holds a value that far outstrips its humble face value and worn appearance. The historical backdrop of this coin is the early consolidation of the euro. By 2005, the new currency was no longer a novelty, but the established monetary system for Spain and its fellow EU members. The Madrid Mint was deep into its production run, having worked out the initial kinks of the 2002 launch. However, it was in this year that a specific, and as it turned out, temporary design element was utilized. The 2005 10-cent coin features the iconic portrait of King Juan Carlos I, but it is one of the last regular-issue years to bear his likeness in this specific format before design changes would later take effect. This places it at the end of an era, a final snapshot of a specific period in Spanish regal numismatics, minted not for special sets but for everyday commerce, which ironically contributes to its current scarcity. The design of this coin is a study in Spanish national identity. The obverse features the mature portrait of King Juan Carlos I, facing right, with the legend Juancarlos Ireyde España encircling him. The reverse is the standard European map design common to all 10-cent coins, but the crucial element is on the obverse. The mint mark, a crowned M for Madrid, is present, confirming its origin. What makes the 2005 coin visually distinctive within the series is the specific style of the lettering and the portrait's sharpness, which was slightly modified in subsequent years. In high grades, the luster and sharpness of the king's effigy are remarkable, but even in worn conditions, the fundamental design elements remain key to its identification. The true rarity of the 2005 Spanish 10-cent piece is not in its overall mintage, which was substantial, but in its survival rate in unimpaired condition. The vast majority of these coins were released into circulation and spent years, if not decades, being jostled in tills and pockets, leading to heavy wear, scratches, and loss of detail. Finding a coin from this year that has been preserved in mint state, with its original red-toned luster fully intact and devoid of any bag marks, is a significant challenge. The population of professionally graded examples in MS66 or higher is remarkably low, indicating that while the coin was made in the millions, very few escaped the ravages of circulation in a state that satisfies discerning collectors. Within the Spanish Euro series, the 2005 10-cent coin stands out as a critical conditional rarity. For collectors aiming to build a complete date and mint mark set in high grade, this is one of the major stoppers. Its demand is consistently high among European numismatists because it is a common date coin that is genuinely uncommon in top condition. This paradox drives a strong and steady market. It doesn't have the flash of a gold coin or the obvious appeal of a major era, but its importance is deeply understood by specialists who appreciate the difficulty of finding a sleeper coin that looks ordinary to the untrained eye, but is, in fact, a key to completing a prestigious collection. When it comes to market value, a certified high-grade example of this coin commands a premium that will surprise those unfamiliar with the series. While a circulated example is worth only its face value, a specimen graded MS65 can reliably sell for $600 to $800. As the condition climbs to the lofty heights of MS66, the price increases substantially, with auction results consistently falling in the $1,200 to $1,600 range. For the ultimate examples, those rare coins achieving a grade of MS67, the market value can reach an impressive $2,500 or more. These prices are a direct reflection of the coin's status as a condition census rarity, where each incremental point on the grading scale represents a dramatic leap in both quality and price. For collectors, the strategy for acquiring this coin is one of patience and a focus on quality. The absolute priority should be on condition and surface preservation. It is highly recommended to only pursue examples that have been professionally graded by either PCGS or NGC, as their encapsulation guarantees the grade and authenticates the coin's impeccable surfaces. When examining a raw coin, one must look for full, unbroken luster and a complete absence of any hairlines or contact marks on the king's portrait. The best avenues for acquisition are reputable numismatic dealers who specialize in world coins or major auction houses that feature European coinage. Finding one in a dealer's bargain bin is highly unlikely. In summary, the 2005 Spanish 10 cent coin embodies the core principle of modern numismatics. Rarity is not always about low mintage, but often about survival. It is a coin that was made for the masses but preserved for the few. Its significance lies in its role as a pivotal, high-value key date in a widely collected series, offering a tangible connection to a specific moment in Spain's modern history. Its appeal crosses from the new collector, just learning about the series, to the seasoned veteran who understands the effort required to secure a top-tier example, making it a perennial and valuable favorite. And speaking of valuable favorites, wait until you see what we're going to discuss next. In our following video, we're jumping from a subtle Spanish rarity to one of the most famous and dramatic mint errors of the entire Euro series. A coin with a mistake so large you can't miss it, and a price tag to match. You won't want to miss it. Last coin. The 2009 French 10 cent coin holds a distinct place in the world of modern European numismatics, admired by collectors for its intricate design, national symbolism, and the unique charm that defines France's euro coinage. Although it was produced for regular circulation, certain variants and well-preserved specimens of this coin have caught the attention of serious collectors worldwide. Over the years, this coin has gained significance not just as a piece of currency, but as a reflection of France's artistic heritage and the evolution of the Eurozone's monetary system. For many enthusiasts, owning a pristine 2009 French 10 cent coin feels like holding a small but meaningful fragment of European unity and French pride. When the euro officially replaced the franc in 2002, each member nation of the Eurozone was granted the opportunity to design their own national sides for the coins. France, a founding member, chose designs that expressed its cultural identity and intellectual heritage. The 10 cent coin of France, designed by Laurent Jorlot, features a striking artistic motif symbolizing the sower, a woman sowing seeds, representing growth, hope, and the nurturing spirit of the French Republic. The 2009 edition came during a stable yet transformative period for the Eurozone, marking the consolidation years of the euro as the standard currency across much of Europe. Minted at Monnaie de Paris, the Paris Mint, this coin continued a legacy of artistic excellence and precision that French coinage is known for. What truly sets this coin apart is its elegant composition and design details. Struck in Nordic gold, a copper alloy giving it a golden hue, the coin measures 19.75 millimeters in diameter and weighs 4.1 grams. On the obverse side, the sower strides forward gracefully, her motion symbolizing France's contribution to progress and unity within Europe. The reverse side features the common European map design, showing the EU member states and engraved with the denomination 10 cent. The edges are finely grooved, reflecting a well-balanced craftsmanship that merges beauty with function. In high-grade examples, the coin's luster remains intact, and its fine detailing gives it an almost proof-like appearance, which enhances its desirability among collectors. Rarity plays a significant role in determining the coin's appeal and value. While millions of 10 cent coins were minted in France during 2009, only a fraction have survived in near-uncirculated or mint-state condition. Coins that exhibit errors, such as off-center strikes, doubled edges, or die misalignments, are particularly rare and highly sought after. Collectors also look for coins that have retained their sharpness and original mint luster, as circulation often dulls the details of the sower design. Because the 2009 issue had moderate circulation numbers compared to earlier years, pristine examples are becoming increasingly scarce, especially those still sealed in original mint packaging or part of official euro sets. The current market value for the 2009 French 10 cent coin varies depending on condition and rarity. A typical uncirculated coin can fetch around $900, while coins graded MS-65 and above often reach between $1,800 and $2,400 in numismatic markets. Unique varieties, particularly mint-era pieces, have been known to sell for upwards of $3,700, especially at European coin auctions or among private collectors specializing in Euro-era coinage. This steady demand stems from both its artistic importance and its diminishing availability in high grades. Over time, its market value has shown modest appreciation, particularly among collectors who favor complete Euro coin sets in exceptional condition. For collectors interested in acquiring the 2009 French 10-euro-cent coin, attention to detail is crucial. Always verify the authenticity and condition through reputable grading services like NGC or PCGS, as certified examples tend to retain their value more reliably. When inspecting raw coins, look for full brilliance, sharp relief lines in the sewer, and no visible wear on the high points. Proper storage in airtight capsules or archival flips helps prevent oxidation, which can dull the coin's luster. Collectors can find these coins through trusted numismatic dealers, specialized European auctions, or even estate sales where old Euro collections occasionally appear. The 2009 French 10-euro-cent coin's significance lies in more than its metal or monetary value. It represents France's enduring legacy in artistic and symbolic coin design. Its depiction of the sower bridges the nation's agrarian past with its modern ideals of unity and progress, making it both historically and visually profound. For collectors, this coin embodies the essence of the Euro era, a blend of national identity and continental cooperation. With its increasing rarity and sustained collector interest, the 2009 French 10-euro-cent coin continues to hold a firm place in the hearts of numismatists and is expected to remain a valuable treasure, with examples in top condition steadily appreciating in worth over time.